but it is now 7:45. Welcome. Welcome to the party. We are waiting for China fashion influencer and enthusiast for our outfits and cocktails episode 3. Tonight, Sunday fun day, Oscar Sunday. And yeah, she should be joining very soon. I'm getting excited to talk, chat. She is Houston based. I'm going to actually let her talk a little bit about herself when she joins, but I'm super excited for this episode because if y'all know me, I love thrifting. I love all things fashion, and she is actually, okay, she actually just joined. Let's see. I think, let me see. Okay.
Hi.
Hi, where's your hall pass? You're
I'm
tardy.
so sorry. Oh, charging to the game. Now my heart. I got my times mixed up. I'm not on EST time. I thought I was, but I am not. I am sorry.
No, you're an hour before. That's why.
I'm
You're
an
an hour
hour.
before, right?
No, it's 6:46 here.
Yeah, it's 7:46 here. So you're an hour before, meaning you're
No, I'm an hour late actually. So like you're an hour ahead of me.
okay.
Yeah, because it's 6 here, but it's 7 there.
Yes. I knew you was in Houston. That's why I was like Easter. I kept saying like Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like maybe she's still at brunch.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
No, and I was on my boyfriend's tail. I was like, I need to be back home by 6:30. Like, but we got here like an hour before that. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I can relax. And you DM me, I'm like, oh my God. So I had to hurry up and get myself together.
It's okay. It's okay. You look gorgeous. I love this cut.
Thank you.
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. What are you drinking?
I love that. Okay, so I'm a Midwest girly, which means that I love my vodka and cranberry. So that's what I have. And I got lipstick on, so I'm just sucking it through a straw. But
Okay.
yeah, tried and
We
true.
love
My
that.
vodka and cranberry.
Well, I'm doing Lent, so I'm not drinking. Wah.
Okay,
It's
I'm sorry.
okay. You got to drink for me in spirit.
I was
I'm
gonna
drinking a
say
little.
it'll be gone.
I have a little cute mocktail.
Mhm.
A little sparkling grapefruit little cocktail.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I'm so excited. I'm so
Me
excited.
too.
Welcome, everybody. So I want to introduce you. This week's Vault Select is Houston based, proud maximalist who believes more is more when it comes to style, known for
Mhm.
her bold looks, incredible layering, and also incredible thrift finds. Everyone, welcome China. I need to get one of them like things where it's like clapping like.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be on.
Yes, I'm so excited as well. I was before you got on, I was kind of talking about how I've been following you for a while, and when it comes to like thrifting and just fashion and style, I love how you can go into the thrift store, find your pieces, and then kind of like recreate them and make them into something. Just styling them into something you just wouldn't even think of, like, oh, let's button it this way instead of button it that way, or add a
Mhm.
belt around the neck. Like, I just
Mhm.
love the way you do that. So I had to give you your flowers when it comes to that. And I wanted to have you
Oh,
on the show for that
thank
expression.
you. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes,
I'm
yes.
so honored to be here. Truly, I am. It feels so good to be recognized just for like, what I'm passionate about, what I love. Cause that's, I do it for myself, of course, but just to see other people like that, really like it and, giving me my flowers, etc. Like, I appreciate it so much. So thank you.
Yes. Let's jump right into it. My
Okay.
first question to you would be, how did your journey into fashion influencing begin?
Um, Influencing per se, that kind of took off during COVID, which I feel like is kind of the thing for everybody. I was a mother of two at that time. Like I have a COVID baby, bless his little heart.
Oh,
But that's when like, the quarantine and stuff was lifted by that time. So it's like, okay, now I can be outside more. Now I can get dressed up more. Um and I was really adamant about like looking good, even though I was a mom, because I didn't want that to be um I didn't want being a mom to take my identity the way it did with my first kid. You kind of learn, by the second kid, every mom's an expert, like that commercial says. So I just wanted to branch out and be way more creative. So I started posting my looks, and I've always been like a heels, like and sandals type of girl, but I had to get used to wearing gym shoes. I know people call them sneakers, but I'm from Chicago, so we call them gym shoes. So I had to get used to wearing gym shoes, and that's kind of where like it took off because I was like, okay, I'm gonna be wearing gym shoes a lot. I work for myself, so I can be out and about more, but I have to chase behind two little ones all the time. So let me put a look together and show people how you can style gym shoes and make it look good. And I started posting more pictures, and literally it was like every outfit I was posting, I was gaining followers, I was gaining likes. Like it's definitely slowed down now, but in the beginning, every post I would get at least like 300 or 400 new followers, and like people were engaging in my stuff. So that's kind of how it started, with just like wanting to be cute but comfortable at the same time.
right.
You get what I'm saying? And then I kind of branched out, and then that just opened so many doors. So, if you go to my page now, you see a little bit more feminine and glamorous. I do love androgynous fashion too, but that kind of just styling the gym shoes and the sneakers or what have you, that kind of got me looked at by certain brands and stuff like, and that's how I got the the brand deal with Nike and Jordan.
Oh,
So
nice. Okay.
so I was like, I know ball. I know what it takes to make a good gym shoe, and how to style it too. So I was actually on the sneakers app. Um and it was like a little versus thing. I was going against another influencer, and we had to basically like style a certain gym shoe the way we want to. But it was cool, and it happened so quick too. Like they reached out to me one day. I was in a meeting, like a Zoom meeting with like the Nike marketing team the next day. And then
Yes.
and then like the day after that, I was sending them pictures. So it was like quick turnaround time. They're like, we
Very
need
quick.
it very quick. They're like, we need it tomorrow.
So
The shoe.
this was kind of like 2021, or was this still in 2020?
This was about, I want to say 2022.
Okay.
So like 2021, I had my son. And then I started posting throughout that year. And then by the following year, because I know me and their dad kind of went our separate ways, and like I was living on my own with my kids, and I still wanted to, I had to get myself out of that dark spot, because breakups can really tear you down. And
Yes.
so yeah, and so I just was like, nope, keep going. You got to show this man, don't know, not one monkey stop the show. You get what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I was doing. And it just took off. So I want to say that was 2022. That
Okay.
happened. So yeah.
I love that. I love that. And congrats on the Nike and
Yeah.
Jordan spot.
Yeah,
Like,
it was a little while ago now. So it was like almost 4 years,
but
3 or 4
still,
years. Yeah, but yeah, so it's like people kind of forget, but it's like, nah, yeah, like I didn't dealt with some big names out
you
here
got
for
some
sure.
accolades. You got some
Yeah,
accolades under your
I got some
belt.
notches on my belt for sure, for sure.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay.
Mhm.
I want to ask you, what inspires you to start sharing? Well, you actually, that was kind of, you answered it. My next question was, what inspires you to start sharing your style online? So you kind of already went into that,
Mhm.
unless
Yeah.
you wanted to add anything else.
Yeah, I think I've always been into fashion, but I think that probably might go into another question you might ask. So go ahead, because I can ramble.
Okay.
I'm a yapper. I'm a
Okay.
yapper.
Listen, I'm a yapper too. Especially, look, I even though I'm not drinking today, if I was drinking, I'd be
Oh,
okay. So what is your sign?
we would be
What is
tore
your
up. We would be tore. We wouldn't even have no more viewers after a while. They'd be like, oh yeah,
Listen, it
no,
don't even matter. It don't even
Mhm. We
matter.
having a good
Okay.
time.
So when do you remember the moment you really started to develop your personal style?
I do. And as cliche as it might sound, I've always been into clothes. I've always been into fashion.
That's
My
not cliche.
yeah, so it's like, people like, oh, I've been this way since a kid. No, seriously, my mom started letting me put my looks together at 5 years old, and it's been like that since. Like, she's never had to put an outfit together for me. That's always been my thing. Um, and she's always been like super encouraging, too.
I
So
love that.
yeah, even my family, like I always joke and be like, I grew up like a Black American princess, but not in terms of like financial wealth or anything like that, but
I
in
bet.
terms. Yeah, but yeah, literally, but like growing up in a sense where like nobody ever told me I couldn't do anything. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
Okay.
you get what I'm saying? I've always been confident. I've always thought, I always been confident, and that shows into my outfits. But from a very young age, like 5 years old, I'm putting looks together. My mom will come home with something, or she'd like let me go to the store with her. I was never one of those annoying kids who was just like complaining all the time. It was like, yeah, no, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna buy me something, make sure it's something I'm gonna wear. Otherwise, you're gonna be
Yes.
upset because it's gonna be sitting in the closet unworn. I hate it. So yeah, from a very young age.
Was she into fashion, or was it
Yes,
like anybody else
yes,
that was okay? So
yeah, and I that falls into it too. Because I'm from Chicago, so it's like I hate. I'm not saying this to brag, but like my dad was a drug dealer. And so my mom was like a drug dealer's girlfriend. So it's like that lifestyle definitely translates into how I dressed as well, because it's like I've been around the minks, I've been around the Cartiers, I've been around the gold and the diamonds, and for a brief moment, things can go south pretty quickly. But
right.
I was around that type of fly girlness. You know what I'm saying? My aunties were fly. I know how to go to the beauty supply and get me a fly jewelry like gold set. You know what I'm saying? Or go to the mall and match clothes with shoes and stuff like that. So I've always been like in that kind of realm. Like my grandma was really big on looking your best. You don't have to spend a lot to look your best, but you're gonna look your best. You get what I'm saying? Because
Right.
people treat you differently. How you show up in the world, that does reflect on how people treat you. And it's not always ideal, but I will say how I present myself has opened a lot of doors for me just off of first impressions with how I look. You get what I'm saying? So yeah.
I always say that definitely with first impressions. It's so funny. Me and my boyfriend, we were going to go look at apartments the other day, but like he didn't tell me that he set up an appointment and we was just dropping his son off to school and I wasn't dressed. And I'm like, we can't go look at the apartment. Like I look
Mhm.
crazy. He like, it don't even
Exactly.
matter. And it's like, no,
It
like
absolutely does matter. It
I
absolutely
need
does
to look
matter.
good. They're gonna be like, who is this woman?
Hmm.
Like, no, we don't
You're
want
not
her in here.
wrong. You are
So
not wrong
trust
at
me,
all.
it matters.
It
It
does.
matters.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I feel like you did answer my next question. But I was gonna say, has your style always been like a maximalist, or did it evolve over time? I know you felt
Um,
like you
it
been that
evolved.
girl.
It
It
evolved. It
evolved.
definitely evolved. I think as a kid, I was a maximalist. And then, you get to junior high, you get to high school, and, people are way more judgy. You want to fit in, even though you kind of don't. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little bit more toned down. Um, but I've always known how to put a look together. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, and I've always been the friend that people call and ask for advice. I've always been a friend, like, people be like, go in my closet and put an outfit together for me because I can't think of anything. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've always been that girl. I will say, before I was a maximalist, I was like a sandwich outfit type of girl. Like,
What's a I've never heard that before. What does that mean?
it's like, say, okay, I have on this white and black, tank top, and then I have on some jeans. My
Hmm.
shoes would be black. Like, I'm
Okay.
sandwiching my pieces. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
In terms
You're
of like,
scared to step out the box.
exactly. So it's like it looked good because it's appealing to the eye. You get what I'm saying? Because it goes together. But at the same time, I wasn't pushing boundaries as much as I do now.
Got
Um,
it. Someone
and I
said,
wish,
yes, China's that girl.
yeah. Hi, thank you.
Yes,
I
yes,
try.
yes. You're that girl. The people know it's been since you was a little union.
Hmm.
Okay.
Humbly though. I want to put that out there. Before I'm fly, I'm nice. I pride myself on being a good person. And my mom and my grandma and my family was really, really strict on that. So fly, yeah, but I'm also really nice. I just want to put that out there.
I love that. I love that. And I can definitely get that vibe from you just from social media and just us talking right now. My
Hmm.
next question to you was, I know you kind of you was the fly girl at a young age and you went into evolving your style and being a maximalist. Um what would you say made you fall in love with thrifting instead of like traditional shopping? Even though I know you probably do both, but I do know and see that you thrift a lot.
Yeah, a whole lot. Most of I want to say about a good 80% of my wardrobe now is thrifted. Um, because it's just easier financially, and creatively. I feel like I can really push myself, and it's not to sound like snooty, but it's like I know I'm gonna have a piece that nobody else has. I never go into an
That's
establishment.
not snooty at all. Cause
Yeah, I
I feel like
never
I
go.
honestly I hate going to the mall. It's like
Yeah, and it's lit, and you know what? Because it's like I'm not a single mom anymore. But when I was, you know what I'm saying, every penny counted, and it still does now. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really lost that sense of frugalness, but if I go to the mall, I'm a clearance rack girl.
clearance
I'm
first.
not. I love a good clearance rack, and like even like I'll go into a store and sales associates know because they'll see me often or whatever, and they're nice and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm going right to the back to the clearance rack, because things are overpriced. You get what I'm saying? The fabric composition isn't worth what people are charging, and then when you see something on sale, something that was originally $80 and it's on clearance for 5, yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't really
Hmm.
worth $80. You get what I'm saying? $5 might be super cheap, but at the same time, like 80 was a stretch. You get what I'm saying? So, getting into thrifting, that was also when I was in college. That was all we had. Cause in college, most colleges are in like the middle of nowhere. So my college was really one of those. We had Goodwills, we had like little small community secondhand stores, and we had Kmart and Walmart. And I'm showing my age by saying Kmart for real because they
Kmart's been
don't.
around for a long time.
It's
Now,
been
did you
around for
go
a
to
long.
school in Chicago or Houston?
No, Chicago. So I went to
Okay.
Western Illinois University. So it's like what's the western part of Illinois.
Okay.
Um and it was a really small town. Uh it's big when college is in, when school is in session, but like during the summertime it's really small. But I was on a college budget. So my mom was sending me like $40 a month and she's like, make it work. So I'm going to the Goodwills. I'm going to the thrift stores, and like the clothing is really cheap back then. I think thrift stores kind of caught on to the fact that they're socially acceptable. You get what I'm saying? So their pricing is way different than what it was when I was in college. But I could get me 3 outfits, top and bottom, and an accessory for $10. You get what I'm saying? So
Very true.
thrifting. Yeah, in college, like that would fuel me, but things were cheap. So like my collection has grown since college. Like I have vintage t-shirts that nobody has. I have like leathers and furs, etc. that nobody has, and I found this in college for little to nothing. Um
Exactly. Someone said
yeah.
they want a piece of the reseller's pie. Yes.
Yeah.
No,
And
it's
that's
so
why
true.
I'm telling people like when it's my time to go, God forbid, not anytime soon, but when it's my time to go, like y'all gonna have some things left over here, and y'all gonna have to figure out what y'all gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because these
What
are
y'all gonna do?
pieces.
Yes.
These are archival pieces. I don't care where I got them from. These are good pieces. So, yeah, just being broke in college, like everybody else. Kind of initiated that and really put some fire under my butt, and I've been addicted to it ever since. Ever since I
I
did it,
love that.
I did it as a young girl and stuff like that. Like sometimes my mom would take us there for like uniforms because, of course, like she got 4 kids. That's a lot of kids. to get new uniforms for us. So like we would go for stuff like that. But in college, girl, yes, that was literally all that was in my wardrobe.
Yeah, someone said I miss the dollar days at the thrift store. Oh yes.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, they
Yes,
don't do
I
stuff
remember
like
all
that
the
no more.
shirts. You know the crazy thing about it is, I actually last year was looking like for employment, and I found a job, and it wasn't Goodwill, but it was for a thrift store, but it was like like a person that I forgot what they named the job title, but it was basically like I was like, if I was to have got the job, I would be the
Hmm.
person that goes into the thrift store to teach the people that work at the thrift store, like, oh, this is what, let's just say, this is what seven jeans look like, and like to
Mm.
authenticate and to how to price it to make sure they're pricing them more higher. And I'm like,
Mm.
oh, they're really getting
Yeah,
so.
and that's so shady. That's so sketchy. Like I don't like that. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we're talking about used garments. I don't you get what I'm saying? Like they've gotten their fair pay. You get what I'm saying? When whoever bought them originally
It's
paid whatever
free,
they
mind
paid.
you.
You're
You're
getting
getting
these
this
things for
stuff for
free.
free.
And that's the thing. Like I love thrifting, but we gotta call a spade a spade. Like thrift stores aren't luxurious. You get what I'm saying? Like they have weird lighting. You know, it's hit or miss. A lot of times it's dusty, it's dirty. You gotta sometimes have gloves or cover your nose. You don't know what you're gonna find. You get what I'm saying? And thrift stores, yeah, it attracts people like us. You get what I'm saying? Who are into fashion and things like that. But it's also people's last resort. You get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
let's be mindful of that. I shopping at the thrift store is not like my only place that I can shop, but for a lot of people that are low income or below the poverty line or what have you, like that's the only place they can go. And I don't think it's fair for an establishment that, like you said, gets things for free to charge an arm and a leg for something, and you're not gonna miss it. You're not gonna miss it. You're gonna
You're
get
not gonna miss
another
it
truckload of free garments or what have you
in an
to
hour.
sell. And come on,
Yes.
yeah.
It's honestly gotten ridiculous. You
Hmm.
guys, we'll be doing Q&A with China a little later, so save your questions to the end. We have a few games, and your question also might get answered by the end of the show.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, my next question to you is, what is it about thrifting that excites you the most? And do you feel like there has been a shift with fast fashion on the rise while thrifting these days? Because I know me, and
Hmm.
I grew up in the thrift stores. So my grandma
Hmm.
actually had a thrift store, and like that's like was one of my first jobs.
Oh, you are
And
so
she worked
lucky.
on like a row with just all thrift stores. So like
Hmm.
it was a knickknack store, it was a jewelry thrift store, it was a clothing store. So
Yeah.
like I grew up in that era. So I've seen it
Yeah.
transform. But like coming from your point of view, I would love to know like what do you feel about that?
Um, I think the question was like how I feel about thrift stores and just in fast fashion, like how they kind of
Like,
coexist.
what excites you about the thrift stores these days?
Oh, right.
And
Okay.
even though that it has been a shift with fast fashion, how
Yeah.
do you feel like, have you seen the shift in the rise of fast fashion? Because I know I have. Like, it's a
Yeah,
lot of
I
Fashion Nova
definitely.
in the thrift stores and
Yeah.
Shein and
And that runs me hot too because um generally people who work in a thrift store are not like in the loop when it comes to like what an item should be worth or associating a designer and stuff like that. So I'm going to the thrift store and I'm not necessarily complaining. It's just a little odd, but it's like I'll find like some good vintage like Wrangler or Levi jeans or like a good leather jacket. You get what I'm saying for $5, and then you're charging like 20 for a Zara dress. You get what I'm saying? And like we're talking about something that's polyester. You get what I'm saying? Not that there's anything wrong with polyester because there are certain garments and structures that need polyester. So I want people to get away from associating polyester with bad. But at the same time, some garments that do have polyester don't need polyester and they could have used a way better fabric or a composition. Um So it's a little weird. Now I'm not gonna lie, Zara still got some good pieces, and I hate to say it, so does Shein. So I done found a little piece or two of fast fashion and bought it, but it was like cheaper as well. You get what I'm saying? So it's like
Okay.
it's hit or miss. I feel like it's really hit or miss. What I love about thrifting is it really does feel like an exclusive experience tailored to you and how you shop. Um, I can go in the thrift store and always find something because I know my taste. You get what I'm saying? If somebody's like a reseller or hype beast or what have you, if they're going for a certain brand or look or what have you, they're gonna have a tough time in the thrift store. I'm not. You get what I'm saying? Because I know nobody else in here is gonna be looking for like a genuine leather suede jacket, moto jacket, you get what I'm saying, or box cut jacket.
The
Um,
pieces you be finding, I'm like,
and
can
and
we?
you
Can I
know
just fly there and go shopping with you? Like, you
yes,
be
like
finding some
please
pieces.
come, please come. But it's like
Don't tell me. Don't threaten me with a good time.
people don't think the way I think because it's like, it may be simple to you and I feel like my style is starting to change. I'm still maximalist, but a little bit more toned down where it's like I care more about the construction of a garment too. Um so like if I'm getting a leather jacket, that fit has to be immaculate. I'm not gonna psych myself up and tell myself, okay, I'm gonna lose some weight and I'll fit it, or I can do it with an oversized, like, yeah, that's good here and there sometimes, but for the most part, that piece has to fit before I leave the door. Because I had it really bad where I was like buying too much and I wasn't wearing it because it wasn't fitting right or it didn't look right, or didn't translate well with what I had in my head. So now, like, I always say the thrift store is probably the place where you're not going to find me looking good. I'm going to be wearing a tank top and some leggings or biker shorts and some slide on shoes because I need to make sure I can try things on. You get what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Um, the hunt though. I love the hunt. I love the hunt.
I
I can
love the hunt. The
I can
hunt is
spend
like
hours in
a
the thrift store. I love the hunt. And I do go by myself now. I used to force like my man and my kids to go, but they are such whiny, pissy little crybabies. So I go by myself now. I make time for myself. And that's
that's
my
your
me
me time.
thing. Yeah, that's my me time. But just making the experience feel way more exclusive to me and always finding at least one good piece that I know can be interchangeable in my wardrobe. That's what I really love about thrifting, especially now that I know what my style is. Like it's really important.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's restart our conversation a little bit. My
Okay.
next question to you would be, if you could travel back to any era in fashion, what era would it be?
Oh. Oh.
You give me so
Mm.
many different eras. I'm just like, I don't
That's
even
how
know
I'm like
where was this.
ooh, believe it or not, maybe like the Renaissance era. Not for lifestyle because I'm a big history freak. So ill, no, because they were not hygienic. But the fashions, the fabrics, the jewels, etc. But then at the same time, like I love to show cleavage. I love to show skin. So it's like I would also love like a time frame where you could be a little bit more risque.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh goodness, this is really tough. I feel like there's no better time than now. I hate to say it, you get what I'm saying? Because it's just
Okay.
like you can do the most now. You get what I'm saying? It's only going to get better. It's only going to get more expressive. It's only going to be more appropriate now than any other time because, like, I'm not a big skirt girl. And back in the day, like it was frowned upon for women to wear pants. I love pants. You get what I'm saying? Like I love a good t-shirt. I don't think, I want something conform to my body all the time. And people used to do that in the heat. Like full on
How?
layers of fabric in the heat. Like, oh, I would be in a bad mood every day because of that. Like, mm-mm. So
Okay.
no better time than now. But like the 80s, maybe a close second. The 80s and the 90s.
80s
Um,
going into the 90s.
yeah, 80s going into the 90s. The power suits, the jewelry. the furs, the leather, where it was a little bit more easy to like push the limits.
Okay.
Um, you get what I'm saying? And that's when like people started wearing like androgynous things. Like women were wearing men's clothes and vice versa, and it wasn't frowned upon the way that it is, or the way it was way before that.
Way before then.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but no better time than now. I hate to say it. I know people probably want me to be super deep, but yeah, no, I love being born in this time. I really do. Like, I wouldn't
I
have it
love
any
that,
other
and I
way.
love the way you put that. Like the time is now because you can push the limits, and as you've seen on runways, people will have a paper bag on their head, and it's like this is fashion.
Exactly.
You could never do that back
Exactly.
then. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
And like my grandma even tells me, like my grandma and my mom, they're like, ugh, we didn't have that back in the day. We couldn't do that back in the day. You get what I'm saying? Like,
right,
if you dress good, the only people that knew was the people in your neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? My mom would tell me like, you got people from all over the world, all over the country following you. You get what I'm saying? That can see what you can do. She was like, don't take that for granted. And I don't,
right.
I don't, because I get access to so many different people, and different lifestyles too, which kind of introduces me to things that I didn't know existed, or styles or origins of styles and things. So yeah, now is the best. I think, yeah.
Now is the best.
Now is
I
the
love
best
that
time.
answer. That was honestly like the perfect answer.
Mm.
So, do you think great style comes from having more clothes or having more creativity?
Creativity hands down. I'm trying to get rid of as much as possible now. I'm in the process of moving, so you can't see like I got storage bins and boxes all around the opposite side of this camera. But
Okay.
um I'm trying my best to downsize. I really want to look good with as least as possible in my wardrobe. And that is a totally different train of thought than I had a year or two and way beyond that. I used to think the way more clothes you had, that was a show or sign proof of how fashionable you are. And that is not true. It's not true. And things like that come with age, just that realization. But I don't need 10 different pairs of the same wash of denim. You get what I'm saying? Let me find three good ones that fit in different ways. That's good enough. I don't need to get any
Right.
more when I go to the store. You get what I'm saying? Because like overconsumption is a problem, and a lot of people think like more is more, and it's not. Um, so now I'm like making it a point to like wear things more than once. You get what I'm saying? Like have a
Yes.
uniform. Yeah, have a uniform. Have something where it's like my go-to outfit. Um, but being creative, like, cause I know people with a limited amount of wardrobe and every look is it. You get what I'm saying? Like people only can work with a limited amount of space. I know people who probably got like a 5x5 closet and every look is a hit. You get what I'm
The
saying?
New
I'm just like,
Yorkers, it's like they have very minimal
yeah,
space, and it's like, where did that
yeah,
jacket come from? But I
exactly.
definitely I understand
Hmm.
and know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like people, you have to work with as little as possible because you can't overconsume your space. With clothes, I think like fashion is important, of course, but you also have to live in reality with the fact that there's more to life than just this aspect of your life. So yeah,
I
definitely
love
more.
that.
Hmm.
Creativity. Some people don't have that type of creativity, and we'll get into personal style in a little later. So if you
Okay.
are a person that is joined us and wanting to elevate your wardrobe, think of new ways, we'll tap into that a little later. So if you could rate anyone's closet, who would it be?
Oh, uh, it's so many people. I'm gonna name drop, and it's people that I follow. Um, Amanda Murray, of course, the
Ah,
fashion goddess, of course.
love.
Yeah, her handle used to be the London Girl in NYC, but she changed it to
Hmm.
her name. Um, stunning. I'm obsessed with that lady, but like in an okay way. But still, like
That's an
I
okay way. Okay.
I anticipate everything that she posts because she
I got my
commits.
notifications turned on for her.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I have a select few of people that I have it turned on for, but she's at the top of the list. Um, there's a guy, he's actually like good friends with her. His name is Marley Zoe Gray. That's his handle. He's a
Hmm.
stylist. He works I want to say he works at Nordstrom or Neiman Marcus, one of those. It starts with an M. I mean an N, I know that. But he's really stylish too. He's really good with making feminine pieces more masculine. Like
Okay.
he shops primarily like in the women's section, but like he'll make it look a little bit more masculine. Um
Okay.
him, one of my good friends that I met through here, her name is Brittany. It's like B dot Brittany or something like that. She's based in Los Angeles, California. Um and she's really stylish too. I feel like she does not get enough recognition. She should be like really at the forefront. But her wardrobe is amazing too. She has really good taste. And people can have good taste and still not know how to style things. But
Yes.
her taste, her eye for pieces, and then when she goes home and styles that shit, excuse my language, sorry, I don't know if I can curse. But
That's okay.
oh, the way she puts a piece together, yes. So those three people, and it's like,
I have
besides
to
the
look up the last two because
yeah,
I you
I'm
might
gonna
just put
DM you.
one.
I'm gonna DM you their pages because like I'm typically so in my own world when it comes to lifestyle and stuff like that. Of course I see what other people are doing, but I'm just in my own little bubble when it comes to styling and being creative. But like when I need a reference and I'm feeling like I have like a little dry spell, like that's what that's who I look to because I'm just like, what are they doing? How are they putting things together? And then
Right.
oftentimes like I see like we style things similar too. And like not that I need validation, but it's kind of like, okay, yeah, I am kind of fly. Because
Oh
because
yes.
it's like I
Okay.
I put a piece together like this too. And then it's like they follow me back. So that's also like, uh, um that's a little validating too, because it's like,
A
you
little
know,
nod to yourself. Like I'm doing something. They see it. I
yeah.
see it. We see
Yeah, and
it.
it's like, okay, it's translating and it's getting the attention that I want. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? It's good attention. It's wholesome attention. It's people who enjoy what I enjoy. And that's all I want to be surrounded by is people who are just like respectful of my taste and vice versa. You get what I'm saying? And just, appreciating each other. So yeah. Yeah.
Love
I
that. Love
rate their
that.
closets. I bet I better not ever get free range to get in their closet because it's a wrap.
That should be a real life thing. Closet
Mm-hmm.
swaps.
Right. Oh, girl, yes. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. You need to
They
take
got
that.
house swaps. Why can't we do closet swaps?
You're not wrong. That's a good idea.
You know?
Yeah, put
Who
that
would
in your
you love
pocket.
to collaborate with and why? And who would you love to collaborate with and what would it be on?
Mm.
You done the Nike Jordan, but what's another collaboration or if it could just be full range, you doing like a full collaboration.
Um. Oh, that's tough. Um. You know what? Despite all the like backlash, that she received, I would love to work with Anifa, the founder of Hanifa.
Okay.
Um, I would love to like create some garments, or come up with some designs for her to create and just like, put out there. I think the way she presents her pieces, and how she showcases her work and the things that she done, I think is really beautiful. Of course, like I said, I'm aware of the backlash that she's gotten recently. But I do know to give grace as a business owner myself, like it's really important for people to be just a little bit more understanding. But if I could collab, it would be with her. Um, who else? Because I'm. That's a really good question. Leaving me stumped is great. Um,
I love that though. And I love that
yeah.
you mentioned her, especially with again, like you said, all the backlash that's going on with her. I've been seeing a lot of more people giving her grace, because I also feel like, in the black community, it's like we
Yeah,
want to bash when it's
yeah,
something that goes wrong,
hmm,
instead of, uplifting and trying to help the person learn from
yeah,
whatever issues that was going on. And even I feel like, everything that was happening with her, even down to her, putting a pause on the business,
yeah.
it just shows a lot. But like,
Mhm.
also just giving people grace,
Yeah,
and it's
and like
just
I'm not against holding people accountable. That's a really big thing for me because I always tell my friends to hold me accountable. If I say or do something wrong, like give me the opportunity to fix it, but I need you to
right.
address it as soon as possible because if you don't, you get what I'm saying, how will I know, that I did something wrong unless I'm deliberately trying to do something wrong, Um but I love the way she works with colors.
Yes, it's
I
so
love
new.
Yeah, I love her inclusivity in terms of sizes. Um, the price point, I feel like the price point is reasonable. Um, for the effort and the work she puts in to present herself and show up for her business. And I've been following her for a long time. I've been following her since she was doing like just dresses for herself. You get what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like back in the day, she was like working from out of her apartment. She was taking pictures in her apartment hallway. I've been following her for a long time. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I've seen her journey, and it's like, hell yeah. You get what I'm saying? I've always been a fan.
Hey. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I've always been a fan. She's always had great, amazing ideas. And I feel like I can contribute to that. Not take away from, not tweak, but just add. You get what I'm saying?
Just
To
add.
Yeah, just add to what she's already done. So if I had to choose, it would be them. And then in terms of maybe like creative direction, um, a lot of stores could use better buyers. In terms of like retail stores, like they always kind of miss the mark just a little bit. Um, And I feel like places like Ross or Didi's Discount, which I'm a fan of, I will shop in a Ross or Didi's Discount or Burlington, no problem. Love those stores down. Um, but I would love to be like a buyer for their women's department or their kids department too, because being a mom, like I'm way more careful about what I buy for my boys. You get what I'm saying? And
Right.
people don't know, like the way I shop for my kids, I don't think anybody else shops the way that I shop for my kids. Like I shop in like the women's section. I shop in like the little girl section. I shop in the men's section. I shop in the boys section. Like my sons have things from every department. If I know it can fit, and it looks good and it's like gender neutral, sure. Like it's you get what I'm saying? Like my boys have cargo pants from the girl section, but the little girl section doesn't have like pieces that have curves to them yet. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it doesn't look feminine on my kids. You get what I'm saying? It's just boxy up and down and it looks cool. Um so yeah, like even like my 9-year old, he's getting bigger and things that like are too small for me, I'm like, hey, try this on. And it fits. Oh, that's all I needed to see is one thing fitting. Now I know what to get you when we go out to the store. Now that makes
Mm-hmm.
shopping for my kids even more fun because people are like, where are you getting this stuff for your kids? You get what I'm saying? I don't post my kids that often. Like I post them on my story here and there because, I am a mom and I have to be careful because I do have a following and I don't want people to get too involved in how I am as a mother. You get what I'm saying? And
Right.
overstep any boundaries. But I love dressing them up. They're so
I
fun.
love that.
Yeah, they're so fun. And like I didn't want boys. So
And
um
that's all you got.
I got two. I did not want boys. My second one, I cried for 40 days and 40 nights when I found out that that was a boy too. I canceled my maternity shoot. I canceled my baby shower. I was like, yeah, there's no point now. I'm like, I'm just having the same thing over and over again. Like me and their dad were beefing. We were beefing.
Uh,
I'm like, you're not good for anything.
yeah.
You're But yeah, I wanted girls because like I grew up with nothing but women.
Okay.
I love being a woman. I love girlhood. I love womanhood. I love everything that's associated with being a woman. I feel so powerful. I feel so cool. I feel so strong. And that's what I was raised, around. So when I see other women, like, I don't want other women to think that I'm an enemy or that I'm in silent competition. I'm not gonna try to steal your man. I'm a safe space for all women. As long as I'm a safe space for you. You're gonna like as long as you're a safe space for me too. You get what I'm
Got
saying?
it.
But girl, yeah, I was so sad when I had boys. Ugh. I'm kinda over it now, but
It's
I
still
was
like, hmm.
mm,
Oh.
and two was my limit. I got my tube tied, so I'm not having any more. Two,
Okay.
yeah, two is my limit. I always say, don't have more than you can handle alone. And yeah, when me and their dad went our separate ways, I was like, at least it's only two. You get what I'm saying? Like, at least it's only two. I can handle two. Anything other than that, girl,
It's
no.
too much of a
Mm-mm.
handful. You got two hands. Two of them is good.
Two is good. I'm good. I'm good. And they got the same dad. So when one goes, so does the other one. I feel like that was smart. You get what I'm saying? Let's just die. They with their daddy right now. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I need a break. Goodbye. You get what I'm
Love
saying?
that for you. Love that for
Yep.
you. I want to reset the room for everybody new that's joined us. This is
Mm-hmm.
episode 3 of Outfits and Cocktails. We're here chatting it up, drinking our cocktails and mocktails with China, fashion influencer and enthusiast based in Houston. If you do have any questions, you can add them to the chat box and we'll be going over the questions at the end. Make sure you follow and like both of our pages. And yeah, so next I'm actually going to go into a little game that I put together.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually called this or that,
Okay.
but I named it thrift or skip this
Mm.
time. So I'll name pieces that someone might find in a thrift store, and you decide if you should take it or leave it.
Okay.
And if you can think of something quick, how would you style it if it is something that you would take from off the top of your head? Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Oversized men's blazer.
Yeah. Take.
Thrift or skip?
Oh, thrift. For sure.
Thrift?
Thrift. Yeah.
Okay. How would
Thrift.
you style that?
Mm. Um, a mini dress, with a cute sandal and a cute clutch, preferably beaded, statement earring, small little dainty necklace, or you can do some jean shorts, men's preferably a little oversized, a fitted t-shirt, and boots.
Cute. Cute. Grandma cardigan.
Skip.
Silk button down.
Thrift. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thrift. Uh, jeans and a cute sandal heel. And a cute bag, or jeans and a cute slim sneaker gym shoe with a big bag, like a coffee date, a work away from home type of look, or something like that, or a casual shopping look. Um, definitely good, definitely
Here
good.
for that. Okay. Cowboy boots.
Oh, thrift, anything. Um, a skirt, like midi skirt, something that's like tight at the hips but flares out a little bit.
Okay.
Um, so a little dramatic with a cute corny t-shirt that has like a like cliche quote or slogan or something like that, with a cute like fanny pack, or a clutch, or like a hobo bag, satchel type of thing. Um, mm. I thought about this because I just bought some cowboy boots. So yeah, definitely thrift.
You got the ideas already in your
I do.
head.
I
Okay. Did
do.
you thrift them or did you just buy them?
Mm-mm. They were a gift from my boyfriend for our anniversary. Pricey as hell too. They were like $400, but he was like adamant, like, you need these. They're good too. They're like genuine python. They're like a vibrant red. I got them from Boot Barn because I'm in Houston. It's the rodeo going on right now, so it's
Yes. I've never been
insane.
in Boot Barn. I just feel like if I go in there, I'm gonna go crazy. But I want to get some authentic, like leather, real cowboy boots.
It may have them, and the 400, that's on the pricier side because they're Python. But you can get a good pair for like $200. Genuine
But
leather.
red,
Yeah,
I can't
the
wait for
red
you
is
to
good. It's sickening. It's sickening. I
the
wish some. I wish
python.
the end of this room, but
Mm.
they're so
Mm.
good. They are so good.
Mm. Maxi slip dress.
Maxi slip dress.
Yes, thrift or skip.
Mm. Thrift for the other people. Skip for me. I'm not a slip dress type of girl, but thrift for the other girls. Pin it, like pull it up and pin it with a safety pin so it's a little asymmetrical, but it bunches up and it gives a little detail. Um, with a jean and tuck it into like a heeled boot with a cute clutch. Or you can wear it by itself with a cute sandal heel. Um, or you can wear it with gym shoes and a good satchel bag. So it's different ways to do it. I'm just not a slip dress girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually have a few slip dresses and I want to wear it with jeans. And I just haven't figured out how I want to wear it with jeans yet. But
Hmm.
that look,
Get a
I gotta
safety pin.
say,
Get a safety pin. Pin it on one side, so it's kind of like if you were by yourself, you would be showing like like leg, nothing but leg.
nothing
But put
but
on some
leg.
like baggy jeans and like tuck it into like a boot, like a pointed toe boot, heel boot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Hmm.
you.
And
We love that.
do like a stack if you can. Do like a stack. Yeah, for sure. That
I've
hair
been
is
looking for
amazing though.
gold.
That
Thank
hair is
you.
amazing. It's gonna go delicious with it. So definitely do
I'm
that.
doing yeah, I'm doing like the mullet style next. So
Join the club, girl. Come on. I said I'm gonna
I
keep this hair. I'm gonna keep doing it. You know, I just do different colors, but yeah.
and it's blind. Like
Yeah.
I'm a blind girl, so I'm here
I
for that.
love that color. That color that you have. I
And this
did
is my first
orange.
time doing this.
I did orange, but it was too like it was like orange. And I was like, oh, I wanted something like that.
Like a
But mine,
gingery.
yeah, mine was like this. Like it was super orange. But that is
Mm.
gorgeous. I love ginger hair on like black women. I really do.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, vintage fur coat.
Oh, thrift. Wear it
What you doing with
anywhere.
that?
Wear it with a sweatsuit. Wear it with a dress.
Wear it.
Wear it in your workout outfit. Anything.
Thrift
You
it.
can
If you
you
see
can
it,
put
thrift it.
anything with a fur jacket. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
I
Okay.
missed out on one. I found one at the thrift store. It was all white, floor length, $15, and I left it.
I missed out on one too that I'm actually regretting. I feel like nothing haunts you more than something you didn't get at
Oh,
the thrift store. The one thing about the thrift store is like
yeah.
it's not
You
like
have to
going to
get
the
it.
mall. You have to get it.
You have to get it. That
You have
FOMO
to
hit
get
me
it.
hard. Oh, girl, I'm still sick. And that was like 2 years ago. I'm still mad at myself.
I know that feeling.
Still mad at myself.
A graphic tee that's two sizes too big.
Thrift. That's my favorite. Oh my God, thrift. And there's so many different like tutorials on TikTok that show you like how to like cut it up and tie it a certain way. So definitely thrift.
Okay.
Definitely thrift. And there's so much you can do with that. Cut the size off, make it like a little muscle tee, and do something like a little baggy with it or do something fitted, a good juxtaposition. But yeah, definitely thrift.
Thrifted. Colorful vintage leather jacket.
Thrift. Thrift.
Okay.
Um, oh, thrift. I used to be into like the grandma fabrics and stuff like that as other people are, but now it's like because when I'm thinking of like an 80s color black leather jacket, you get what I'm
Me
saying?
too. That's what
And
I'm thinking of.
yeah, and it's like I can't it's not really like speaking to me the way it used to. But if you tone everything around that down and just do like a statement shoe, like a leopard print shoe or boots,
Okay.
um, you get what I'm saying? I find now that if the silhouette is good, it can work. You get what I'm saying? So if the silhouette is good, yeah, definitely thrift.
That is very true.
Yeah,
That's very
it's
true.
a silhouette is so important. How something falls on your body is so important. So yeah, I'll say thrift though. thrift because it's leather. It's gonna age well. It's gonna last forever. So yeah, absolutely.
We taking that. We taking that. Okay. Next is rack hacks, and this segment is for the people who want to thrift or learn about their personal style and just don't know how. Okay.
Okay.
So when you walk into the thrift store, what is the first section you go to and why?
Um,
I get this question a lot.
I do too because sometimes it really just depends on what I'm looking for. Um, men's section, believe it or not. Um, I find like the past couple of years that's been the first section I go to. I go to the men's section. You're gonna find a good quality jean, 100% cotton. It's gonna fit good. It's gonna be a little baggy, but it's gonna last for a good time. Um, they have good outerwear. They have good button ups, button downs. Even the graphic tees are way more creative. Um,
Yes.
you get what I'm saying? Like, uh, and just this is just a tell as old as time, but um, in terms of fashion and just the clothing aspect of everything, men's clothing is way it's better tailored, hands down. Even if it's a cheap like fast fashion brand like Zara or H&M or Forever 21 or what have you, tailoring hands down better.
Better.
Um yeah, and it got to a point where it was like all I would want to do is be in the men's section. Because I know I can work with those pieces. Um it's easier to for things to fit. It's easier to manipulate. It's easier to feel confident in. So men's section hands down. First section I go to. Yeah.
I feel like, see, okay, so when you go to the thrift store, do you already have a plan in mind, or do you just go to the thrift store like you go to the mall?
I go to the thrift store like I go to the mall because I already have like um I already got everything. So if I'm going to the thrift store, it's literally just like because I want to, just because. It's not because I need anything. It's not because I'm looking for anything. I have everything. I've reached that point of my life where it's like
You
I
trying to
have
get
some,
rid of everything.
yeah, and I have something for every occasion. I'm not an occasional shopper. Like I'm not looking for something for a special occasion. I already have something in my wardrobe for it. So I'm not worried about that. So I'm literally a casual shopper. Um I'm never looking for anything. It's very rare where I'm like, maybe I could find this, maybe I could find that, but ultimately no. I got everything. I got good leathers. I got, good denim. I got good cotton. I got good silks and satins and everything. So, yeah. Mm-mm.
It's just a
I'm just
because.
dilly dallying. I just dilly dally in the thrift
You
store,
know
to be
what you
honest.
find. You know you're gonna find
I'm
something.
gonna find something. You get what I'm saying? I do it for the little dopamine rush. You get what I'm saying? A little fuel. You feel me? Like just put a little pep in my step.
I
Yeah.
totally understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you train your eye to see potential in something that most people might skip?
Mm. Oh, that is a good question because that's exactly what I do. Um, will it fit? If it'll fit me, then I can work with that. Um, uh, you have to think of if there's different ways that you can wear something. Um, if you see like say you see a cardigan, you can wear a cardigan backwards if it can button up. You get what I'm saying? And just have a flat surface in the front and have a unique, detail in the back. You get what I'm saying? Um, oh, that is such a good question. It really is a matter of like how it fits me. If it fits me, I can work with it. But also, like I said before, silhouettes. Um, is it an outdated silhouette? You get what I'm saying? Is it something that's a little bit more timeless? Because like a ugly button up might be ugly, but if everything around that is tailored really well, fits really well, complements whatever colors or pattern or textures is in that button up or what have you, or top or whatever, it's gonna look good. Um, and I get that a lot when people are like, I would have never thought to put this together. And I'm like, yeah, because the person you're probably following or trying to emulate or whatever, they don't shop where I shop. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they're not trying to put these things together. And then also like people have to stop being afraid of just wearing the things. If it caught your eye, get it. You get what I'm
It's
saying?
something about it that
Yeah,
draws you
it's
to
something
it.
about it. It's something
Right.
about it that makes you like, yeah, like you get what I'm saying? Especially if you keep thinking about it, you're going back to it or it's in the rack and try it. You know what I'm saying? It can't hurt. You don't gotta get a lot of it at one time, but if you find one little good unique piece, try it. You never know.
Just try it. Somebody missed the question. The question was, how do you train your eye to see potential in something that most people might skip? Now, you mentioned something about being outdated, so I am going to go into my next question of how do you take something outdated and make it look current?
Mm. Styling. That's
All
important.
about styling.
It's literally how you style it. Because like what's something that I just recently got and it's like it's not a thing anymore. It's a thing now, but it wasn't like a year ago. Um oof, I'm trying to think. I think it was like the wedge sneakers. Like it's a thing now,
It's a thing now.
obviously. It's a
Yeah.
thing now, but it wasn't like last year. And I got them last year. And when I put them on, they're like, oh, you know what I'm
When
saying?
those
Like,
come back.
yeah, like I like how you put that together. Like, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Treat it as if it's already in style. You know what I'm saying? You have to treat it like it's already in style. Now, like certain silhouettes, like let me think. Remember when they used to have like tops where it was like fitted like right here in the breast area and then it would flare out a little bit, kind of like a baby doll top?
I was gonna say I call those the baby doll shirts,
Yeah,
the
hate
baby
those.
doll dresses, the baby doll tops.
Yeah, I hate those.
I
But
hate those too. I actually had one. I thrifted it. It was like a sheer, like a mesh sheer material, and it was real colorful. And it was one of them type of shirts. And I actually wear it because you know how it'll have ruching and then come out.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I cut it into a crop top.
I was literally gonna say you might have. Like, I was literally thinking that like cut it into a crop top, and then I'm just thinking like, what would it look like? You
It
didn't
was
like it?
cute.
It was
It was
okay.
cute.
That's and I literally was thinking that that's so crazy. We literally are on the same. We're yes. I was
Cause it
literally
still
thinking
had
like,
it was long sleeves, so it still had the flare sleeves and everything. And I'm
yeah.
like, it gave like a bohemian chic look, and I wore it with like an oversized jean. Like it became like a whole vibe.
With a cute heel. I'm telling you, I'm gonna say it a lot in this segment, but like I'm telling you, a little oversized jean and a cute heel,
You
baby.
have
That
to be.
it was
You can't be afraid to take risks when it
for
comes to
sure,
style.
for
And I
sure,
think that's
for
what a
sure.
lot of people are afraid of. Now,
Hmm.
what are some red flags that make you immediately put something back?
Oh, the pattern. I'm a big pattern girl. But I just spoke at like a styling seminar, and the tips that I gave was if the scale is too small, like the scale of the pattern is too small, it can look really cheap and not in a good way. So like a leopard print, it's best if the dots, like if the print is like larger spots, but like the
Okay.
little tiny spots and stuff like that, it looks cheap. You get what I'm saying? Um, polka dots. I like medium to bigger size polka dots. I'm not keen to like small, tiny polka dots. Um, So yeah, if the pattern isn't good, that's a red flag. Um, what else?
I
Uh,
actually like that too. Cause that's
yeah,
I feel like you can it's a real thin line cut
mhm.
from patterns looking really good and then really cheap.
Really
And that's
cheap.
a good tip. Something
Yeah.
bigger, oversized, I feel like it fits the body and gives a different illusion.
Hmm.
And smaller can definitely make something look cheap, especially if the fabric already is on the cheaper side. It could just cheapen it
Exactly.
even more.
Exactly. Sometimes a larger scale is way more intentional, which means that the quality of the garment probably is better too. Um, It might be a weird association for some people, but I found that to be the case oftentimes when I find something on a larger scale with a pattern. The garment's better, the quality's better, it's gonna last better, the fabric composition is better. Um, so yeah, what's another red flag? Just the quality. I mean, not the quality, but like how it looks. You get what I'm saying? If there's rip stains and tears, obviously I'm not in the business of trying to go home and repair anything. Like, come in one piece or don't come at all at this point. Like, I don't have the patience. I'm on the go too much to even like really focus on repairing things unless it's like a really good item.
A
And I
really good.
know, yeah, it has to be really good or it has to be something that's not going to take that much work. And then it's like, okay, I can work with that. Um, but yeah, patterns, honestly, like I feel like a lot of stuff would have way more potential if it was just a solid color. And that's crazy coming from me who's big on patterns and stuff like that, but I feel like people like these fashion houses or whatever, or like these manufacturers from back then to now, like nobody's really in the loop the way that they should be. I get that people need like people buyers in spaces where they're more experienced and they got years of experience under their belt, but these people are not stylish. These people don't know what's going on. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Very,
I feel
very true. It's either
yeah,
that I've noticed these days, or they're making not good clothing, but then styling it really well.
right. Yeah.
It's like,
Or making good stuff and not styling it well. So it's kind of like it's up to you to be like, okay, yeah, that looks a mess, but I like this jacket or I like these bottoms or I
mm-hmm,
like this top. And it's like, yeah, okay, cool. But then even with styling, like these big retailers or fast fashion places, like they're all styling it the same, everything is everything is the same, and it's very rare that you find something unique. And that's what I want to, like, if people are watching, like when you go somewhere and you do see something unique that you probably haven't seen at any other place except for that place where you're at, like try it. If it's within your budget and it's something you think you can work with, definitely try it. Like, I just got some furry flats. They're stored here, but I just got some furry flats with like a rhinestone like strap, and I hadn't seen anything like that anywhere, any store, and I found them at H&M. And I was like, oh hell yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, finally something that's gonna give me something. You get what I'm
something.
saying? Like,
Little baba booms.
yeah, a little something like on my feet. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it's cool. I definitely look for pieces that kind of will set me apart a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah.
Okay. So my next question to you will be, how do you approach sizing when thrifting, since sizes vary so much?
Mm. Um, I get out of my head first and foremost. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Um, I mean, I'll look at the number on the tag, but at the same time, I can eye it and be like, "Oh yeah, I know this will fit." Or I do like the little neck thing where I put it around my neck, and I'm
Hmm.
like, "Okay, this will fit." But sometimes that doesn't work either because it'll fit in the waist and then it won't fit anywhere else. It won't fit in the hips. So it's like you still should try it on, just to be sure.
Right.
Um, but sizing can vary, and that's why it's like going in multiple different areas of the thrift store is the best tip I can give you, because you might not find a good white button up in the women's section, but you might find one in the men's section that does exactly what you need to do and better. You get what I'm saying? Because you can manipulate it with a men's garment, you can bring it in and then take it back out. Um,
Somebody said,
yeah.
what's the next thing?
The next thing is basically like, the circumference of your neck is basically half of your waist. So basically, when you put up jeans, you put it around your neck. That tells you, because the jeans are like, you're not in the jeans, you're around the jeans. So you're putting it around your neck. And if it fits and it touches really well and it's not tight, you're not struggling, chances are it's going to fit you. So you can't try them on in the store. That's a tip.
That's a
But
tip that I like. That,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. So uh but yeah, Yeah, I'm not too big on style. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do, it is a little motivating, and I am in the idea where it's like, okay, you could lose a size or two, you get what I'm saying? Because I do find things that's like one size too small. Like I'm an extra large and I find something that's a large and it just don't button right. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just not fitting the way I want it to. And like I'm not naive or green when it comes to my body type or anything. So it's like I'm not finna just get something and be like, I can work with it. Like, no.
Just
Mm-mm.
because, yeah. No,
Yeah,
I,
I'm
I
not.
think definitely exploring and seeing other areas, because even for me, one time I did like a challenge for myself. I actually put it on my
Mhm.
TikTok, like I'm going into the thrift store with $25. I was going to
Yeah.
a concert and I had to put together a look for $25. I found like an oversized blazer, and I wound up going to the kids section and finding like a Under Armour
Hmm.
boys like t-shirt, and it was giving
Yes.
skims, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, don't underestimate that little kid section. I'm telling you now. I find some good t-shirts, some good little baby doll tees for myself in the little boy section. Do not underestimate. That's why I'm telling you, like, go in every section. That's the biggest thrift tip I can give. Go in every single department. If you have time and you
if you
got
have
patience,
time,
yes, if you have time and you got patience and you're thinking outside the box, you got to scope that whole store. That whole store. I'm telling you. Yeah.
literally. And especially, I don't know if you like me too, but I love also going to like the knickknack section. I'm always getting some glassware, some like random stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I just
I'm
look.
always getting
I
some
got this from the
glassware.
thrift store. I love getting stuff and knickknacks. Why did I just put this out? Oh my god, it's the drink. I finished it. I'm a
It's
little bummed.
okay. Sorry
But
to them
yeah,
kids.
I love homeware. I got this vase. I am so funny.
So
Girl,
cute.
I got that vase for $3. I got some paintings over here. My man, he's a musician and he collects vinyl, so I found vinyls, dishware, all types of stuff. Yeah, I'm not a stranger to that at all. I love every. That's what I'm saying. Like
All the sections in the
all
thrift
the
store.
sections,
Y'all heard?
all the
Y'all heard it
sections.
here first. Yeah, I hope it's not the last time you hear it, but go to every single section. Go to every
Shorty
single
go to
section.
bed saying sorry to them kids. You ain't wrong, girl.
Sorry to them
You snooze,
kids.
you lose. Sorry to the kids. It's just me, and I'm
Listen.
taking it home. She ain't wrong.
Okay, next question to you would be, what are some pieces that are always worth buying secondhand?
Denim, anything denim, any type of denim. Uh, Denim is so timeless. And those are one of the things where it's like even a silhouette, you could still work with it. Denim is so timeless. Denim dresses, denim jackets, denim shirts, denim skirts, denim jeans, pants. Uh,
Especially that men's denim.
Especially the men's denim. A men's denim button up, a little Canadian tuxedo type of thing. Contrasting denim with light and dark, um, or medium and light, medium and dark, what have you. Um, but denim. Also, yeah, I don't buy like my blouses and stuff. I do not buy that retail. Um, that is also something like if you need a nice blouse for work, um, or interview anything, go to the thrift store first. I am not going to no retail store and giving them people $35 for something I know I could find better. Excuse me, in a thrift store.
Absolutely not. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, denim and blouses for sure. Everything else can be a little bit of hit or miss. Oh, and graphic tees too. Unless you got like a certain look, you can get graphic tees. I'm into like graphic tees with like a corny saying, or phrase
Yes.
on it. That's my thing right now.
Listen, me and you
Yeah.
both love a graphic tee.
Yeah,
Love a graphic tee.
I got one that says y'all need Jesus. And it's so like simple, but it's like so funny. But like that with a cute jean and a cute heel, I'm gonna say it. That's my outfit recipe for sure. So yeah. A graphic tee, a blouse, and denim. those are things that you shouldn't really go like retail for unless it's like a certain silhouette that's hard to find, like cargo denim, like the little Attico dupes and stuff. Um, that's hard to find, obviously. That, yeah, I understand going retail with that, but yeah, other than that, you can find
But
a
I
little bit more
also
thrift
feel
stuff.
like a lot of people, even if you're trying to find something like you said, like an Attico or some type of big brand name, something, you can always go to the thrift store and then I don't know if you're a DIY type of person, but
Yeah,
go to the fabric store and then get the feathers and add it to that, or
yeah,
spray paint this to make it to that. Like
mhm,
I've learned you could do that too.
yeah,
Um, you live
absolutely.
in North Carolina and the thrift stores do not eat. I feel like you gotta know.
You gotta know.
You gotta
I've never been to a bad thrift store. I'm sorry. I've never been to a bad thrift store. You gotta have a little bit more patience. And even if my tip to that would be to and you know what? Shorty going back, if you want to, DM me your number because I have, or anybody who's watching this, DM me your number because I have a fashion album on my phone that I share. You can't contribute to it, but I just post like look inspos, not of myself, because you follow me, you see that. But if I'm on Pinterest or I'm on Instagram or anything, I screenshot it and I put it in my album. So people like, and this is not to like big it up, but I've had people like this is like a fashion Bible because if you're stuck on an outfit and you're stuck on a look, you can just go through that and be like, oh, I like this layout. Um, I like how they style this. I like how they style that, and you can revamp it and make it your own. So, if anybody's watching this, DM me your number, and I can add you to the album. I don't post like too much where you like, ill, get me out of here. But like I post like once a week, and you could just see a whole bunch of my screenshots that I just share. So yeah, just try to go. If you can't think of something off the top of your head, just look for a reference and try to recreate it because sometimes you can find things that you do and don't like within other people's style too. You
that is
know,
true.
yeah, a lot of people like to go against that and be like, oh, it's trial and error. You get style from life experiences, but some people have different type of lives that don't involve being super fashionable. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's fair. A damn doctor or an engineer, or astronaut, they're probably not going to care too much about couture and runways and fashion week the same way we do because their lifestyle doesn't cause to care about that. We got to learn how to get to outer space. We got to get to the moon. These people live their lives say they don't care about that type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like I had a friend who's a
Yes.
nurse. I had a friend who's a nurse, and she's like, "Hey, I got this coming up in a week or two. I need you to put a look together for me." And I just sent her outfit ideas and sent her links. Um, because she didn't have any time. She didn't have any time. You get what I'm saying? So it's not bad to look at other people and reference things that they style or put together and kind of incorporate into your own. I think that's a really good idea to do, actually.
Be open minded. That's I feel
Hmm.
like the biggest tip ever.
Hmm.
Be open minded because
Yeah,
I think sometimes people also like my sister. I think she goes into the thrift store thinking it's like the mall. And I
yeah,
think some people like it's a shit show. Like
yeah.
it's
It is.
not organized. It's
It's
not
not.
like
It's
you
not
might go through a
clean.
bunch of prints and find the perfect black dress.
Hmm.
Like you have to be inspired and even sometimes you might go in there with like, okay, I'm going on vacation. Like I seen some girl, she was on YouTube and she was saying she was going to Ibiza or something like that, and she wanted to
Hmm.
get stuff for her vacation
Hmm.
and she had an idea of what she wanted to do. I'm like the type of stuff she wanted to buy, and she literally found it. But again, you have to go in there. Okay, I'm only looking for bright colors. I'm only
Hmm.
looking for this. I'm only looking for that. And sometimes you even stumble across things that you weren't even looking for, and
Yeah.
it just happens to fall in your lap.
Hmm.
So
Oh, and that
I
happens a
think
lot. That happens a lot. And those are the best thrift trips too, because it's like, oh my God, I've seen this. Like I've seen something similar to this, and then it literally falls in your hands.
it'll be
And
something you seen on Instagram or something like that
hmm
2-3 weeks ago, and it's like this jogged
yeah.
my memory. This reminds me of this
Hmm.
Kanye West video I seen, and but like it just
Yep.
so always go with the flow. Don't
Yeah.
be
And
afraid to throw
fashion,
something
fashion
in
is
your cart.
cynical too. Fashion is cynical too. Like it's a revolving door. whatever you think is new, it's been done before. It has.
It-
You know what I'm saying? It has. Nothing is new at this point. Everything is just a revamp or a reiteration of something that already existed once upon a time. So yeah,
She said, I
definitely.
be having the ideas, but the execution is my problem.
And that's trial and error. You're gonna have to keep trying. You're gonna have to keep trying. Um, know what works for your body type, know what you do and don't like, and what you are not comfortable with. Like I said, I'm not a big dress girl. I don't really like dresses. Um, so I don't gravitate towards dresses. When other people do, you get what I'm saying? I'm more of like a skirt and a top. I don't like one whole piece, if that makes sense. I like for my pieces to be broken up. And I feel like it's easier to do that with a skirt and a top, versus just one long dress. Because I don't feel like you get to style it as uniquely as you could individual pieces, if that makes sense. But
And that's a key thing. I like that you bring that up because I think a lot of people also don't know what works for their body.
yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of people do not know what works for their body. Like they
Mhm.
might know, and then also I feel like when it comes to styling, you have to know also what body part you want to accentuate.
Mhm.
Like, okay, you might love to have your cleavage out, but like you
Yeah.
can't have your cleavage out, your back out, your knees out, your like
Right.
you gotta pick one thing and kind of stick to it and then play around with it as time
Yeah.
goes along, but know your body type and know what works for your body. And that's
Yeah.
also what you talked about earlier today is the structure and proportion
Mhm.
for garments. That is
Mhm.
very, very important.
Yeah. And to feed off of what you said, because that is such a good point that you made. I'm more so like an hourglass. I'm wider now because I got kids and life be life, but my shoulders and my hips line up, and my waist is a little smaller. But the thing about having that, being an hourglass or like a pear shape, some people like pear shapes is like things can look very sexy very quick. So that is why I also gravitate towards the men's section because it's like I don't want to accentuate my curves in every outfit. I don't want my breasts to be the focal point in every outfit. I don't want my butt to be the focal point in every outfit. So I do gravitate towards men's clothes um because it's a little looser and it fits a little better and I can still style it in a unique way. And it's so funny because another story, sorry, I try not to ramble, but
No, you're good.
I did reach a
Instagram
point.
didn't cut us off yet, so we
Yeah,
good.
I did reach a point um growing up when I hit puberty. I hit it quicker than my peers. So I'm like 8 and 9 and I have curves already. So, my mom being a mom, and just how society is, I'm not faulting her for it or anything. My mom used to put me in boys' clothes. So back in the day, Old Navy used to have like a boys husky section. And they still got like husky labeling. It's just not separated the way it used to be. It's not like a boys and a boys husky. It's just all intertwined. But I used to have to wear boys' clothes because my mom didn't want me getting attention, at 9 years old for something that I couldn't handle. I mean, not handle, but something that I couldn't control. I couldn't control development early. So, like, I'm wearing bras and all of my pants are form fitting at 9 years old and like I just want to play with my friends. You get what I'm saying? And like my mom realized that like, my daughter is a little girl, she's a kid. So it's weird because I used to hate that. I couldn't wear the things like I couldn't go to limited two. Um
You bring it back.
yes, I couldn't shop at limited two. I couldn't go to the no boundary section in Walmart when it was like cutesy and girly and stuff. Like I couldn't go to the children's place girl section. I was wearing boys' clothes. She might give me like a girly top that's a little loose, but she would always have to size up. So it wasn't too
Hmm.
form fitting and like my chest and stuff wasn't exposed. But yeah, it's weird how it translates now. And I've found myself back in that cycle where it's like, I want you to see how good I am artistically the way I style things. You don't have to see my body. You get what I'm saying? I leave the sexiness at home for the most part, when I'm with my man. I mean, if we're having a girls' night, we're going to the club. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little sexy because I'm still a woman and I still love being a woman. I'm not ashamed of being a woman.
Right.
Um, but casually, out and about, I don't want certain type of attention, and I feel like dressing in a way that's less sexy, I get way more respect. Um, Men are not creepy. They don't make me feel uncomfortable. It's so easy to have genuine conversations with people because I'm not presenting myself in a way, and like I'm not victim blaming women or anything like that because I don't care if you walking around naked, you still have every right to your body and people are supposed to respect you hands down. So I don't want that to be perceived in that way. But at the same time, like I want to be perceived in a certain way. I'm fly. I know how to dress. I know how to look good. Pay attention to that. You don't gotta pay attention to my titties and my ass. You get what I'm saying? Look at this.
Right.
Look at this look. Look at this fit. You feel
Look
me?
at this
Like,
knot.
look at this style. Look at my hair. Look at my glasses. You feel me? Like, I'm cool.
Yes. No.
I'm
Seriously.
cool.
Seriously.
Yeah. So it's like sexy time. I leave that for my girls' night outs and when I'm with my men. But casually out and about and stuff like that, working or what have you. Yeah, I'm way more inclined to be super like cool, and unique with how I dress. So yeah, it all goes back to like we said, proportions and working with your body type and what you feel like compliments you best.
Definitely, definitely. I want to reset the room. I do see a few new people. If you are new here, welcome to episode 3 of Outfits and Cocktails. We have fashion influencer and enthusiast China here. We are talking all things style, all things personal style, fashion, thrifting, and all of the above. Make
Mm.
sure you're following both of us. We are going to do a Q&A at the end. I have 2 more segments, and if you do have some questions, save them to the end. You can actually put them in the question box or write them below when it's your turn to speak. So,
Okay.
my next segment is called Circuit Black, and I always do this segment because it's all things black, celebrating black brands, black influencers, everything black. So,
Yeah.
all the questions are kind of just it revolved around black and entrepreneurship and all the above black.
Okay.
My first question is, what is a business or a person that inspires you?
Oh, um.
I know you mentioned Hanifa earlier, so I don't know if you want to go off of that
Yeah,
or.
she definitely inspires me. Hanifa, um, Telfar, um, and it's beyond the items. It's more so of how true to themselves they are. Martine Rose. Um, I just love to see a black woman doing it. I'm not gonna lie, I am biased in that sense. Like,
And
I'm
it's Women's Month.
it's women's month. You get what I'm saying? I am biased in that sense. I find that um women, not women, sorry, people who identify in a minority outside of being black, but just being black and something else, like being black and gay or part of the LGBTQ plus community or being black and being a woman. I think those type of people really inspire me because when I started like doing my content and it was more so focused around like styling sneakers and stuff, like it would be hard to get in these spaces. Because men are not as welcoming to women in spaces where they feel like they dominate or they do it better and they don't. You get what I'm saying? Um and then they have like a way of how they present things. And I feel like Telfar has always stayed true to who they are. You get what I'm saying? Like I remember their first like collab. And it was like a little sexual kind of, because it was like men like in underwear, like in their little, and the little imprints were showing. I'm just like, but this is on brand for them. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's like Ugg knew that and still wanted to work with them. And it's like, yes, you get what I'm saying? I love that. Martin Rose, she just became a creative director. Either she just became one or she just went solo with her own brand. But she's done a couple like Nike collabs and stuff too. But she's in spaces, in high design spaces, um, where it's hard for us to put our like get our foot in the door. Even Rihanna, and I think that goes without saying because her fashion brand was like one of the first in a long time to be part of like the LVMH type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So, even though that kind of fell through, it's just the fact that like, okay, it's possible. Um, I think the brands that make it so it's possible, um,
Right.
are the ones that inspire me the most. Like, I'm not thinking too far out the box. It's definitely possible. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, those are
Now,
some.
what?
Some.
And listen, I love them all. I love them all. Name a business that you purchased from last or before that you would purchase from again.
That I would.
Yes.
Um. Oh, because I do a lot of thrifting. Um, like a
It could be
small independent black
jewelry.
owned.
Yes. Black
Okay,
owned and
okay.
anywhere.
So let me here. I didn't purchase it. They gifted it to me, but you will see it in like you will see it often. I posted it at least like 3 times, 3 or 4 times
I
so
love
far.
it.
I just posted it today, but
I was
it's
seeing this on Threads.
yes, and I think she put me in the thread. Like she put a picture of me wearing it, but it's ZC the label. She's based here in Houston, Texas. She's so sweet. I met her for the first time. We went to the museum. No, it was like a brunch and museum type of date thing for other like fashion creatives and people who appreciate art. And she was there at the brunch segment, and I met her just in the nick of time. But the person that she's hired for like PR and marketing, I know personally, and she like basically put a bug in the owner's ear and was like, "Hey, I know somebody who's really fashionable. I think she could give you good content with your pieces." And she told me, she was like, even if you don't post anything, she still wants you to have it because she really likes your style. And I'm just like, girl, I'm gonna post this bag. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna see
So
this bag.
cute. Like a
Um,
cigarette bag, like a vintage.
yes. But I just wore it like this today. It's super secure. I get a lot of compliments on it.
I love
It's
it.
it's really spacious. Like there's stuff in there. Um, but it's a good bag. It's made really well. There's no fraying. Nothing has like broken or come apart. So ZC the label. If you search it on Instagram, it'll pop right up. But that is my
See
new
the label.
favorite black owned business in terms of fashion. So good. So good.
Love it. Love, love,
Yeah.
love it.
So
ZC the
good.
label. So is it all just handbags or?
Yeah, she's focused
Okay.
on handbags. She has other silhouettes too, other colors, other patterns. She has like denim. She has black leather. She has zebra print, leopard print, white, I think, and different types of silhouettes. So this is the only one, but this one comes in a variety of colors and prints as well. Um,
Okay.
but she's really sweet and she treats her customers really nicely. She like if you buy from her and you tag her, she's gonna show you love. She's gonna repost you. She's gonna use you as like content, which I'm all for. Like, girl,
I'm
she
always
gave
here
me
for
this
that.
bag. Yeah, so very very good brand, very good business for sure.
Now, what is a fashion trend that you love that originated from the black community or black culture?
mm, we started all, don't we? Um,
We do.
I was gonna say
You
like
have a lot of options.
that's so hard to pinpoint. Um, the nails for sure.
I love those.
I just started doing my own. I did it myself.
You did. What
Um,
are they press-ons?
Gel X.
I don't
So
know, but I love them.
pretty much they're like high quality press ons. I know people are gonna
Okay.
hate that I said that. Um, but they're really secure. They're like a week and a half old and they haven't popped off or anything. So
They look
I put them
good.
on. Yeah, I paint them. I put the rhinestones on them and everything.
Oh
Um,
wait, so they didn't come like that.
no, I did it myself. So they was just plain clear, and then I painted them. I put the rhinestones on
Oh,
them. Yeah.
super
So
cute.
thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. I think making workwear turning workwear into streetwear. So the Timberlands, the Dickies, the denim, um, things that were because I'm a history buff. Like denim was identified as like um
The
The working
workman, like
class,
the
the
Wrangler
workmen,
jeans.
yeah,
Yeah.
sharecroppers, etc., all those things. So like the significance of that and how it has turned into such an important compositional like fabric and fiber, and it'll never go out of style. You get what I'm saying?
Never.
People have turned it into something that can never be diminished. Timberlands, you get what I'm saying? Um and I'm from Chicago, so it's like it's stuff that's specific to that part of the Midwest. But like, I love a good Pelly coat. I love Tim's. I love the G for sorry, I was finna call it the hood name. I love Air Force Ones.
What was you about to call it? The Jifa?
The G Force what is it? The G Fazos. They named after like a guy back home. He got killed, but he was known throughout like his neighborhood, his part of town for always wearing Air Force Ones.
Air Forces. Okay.
Yeah, so white Air Force Ones, G Fazos, what else? Coogee, Fubu, Rockaware, House of Darion, Baby Fat, Fat Farm, Inichi,
Just to name a
Sean
few.
John. Just to name a few, you get what I'm saying? Martin Rose, Telfar, Hanifa, Christopher John Rogers. Um, uh, I just love being
All
black.
of them.
Yeah, in this lifetime and every lifetime, like I love that black people have learned to make something out of nothing always. Um,
Always.
I don't think anybody possessed that skill the way we do. Um, we made things that get frowned up. You know, it's ghetto until proven fashionable, and that's just something that we have to deal with now. But it's like gold hoops. You get what I'm saying? Like gaudy jewelry. What are we
Yes.
talking
Door
about? This is
knockers. All of that.
yeah.
Yes.
Like this is that's I'm like things that are mainstream now. Like baby hairs. What like. We've been doing that. That was a thing. Like you couldn't leave the house without slicking them down. You get what I'm saying? My baby hair has been slicked down since birth. Um, I love everything black. I love wearing Burberry to a baby shower. Um, you get what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
I love I love that. I love things that we identify as black people. The church hats, just everything.
I love it all. Same.
Yeah, it's so much. You know
We
how
just
it
took us
goes.
down
It's
memory
so much.
lane.
I love it all. A spray painted t-shirt, which I do have. Um, so yeah, black. And this time and every lifetime after that. So yeah.
Okay. So my next question to you is, why is it important for you to represent black creatively or excellence through your work?
It's important because I want little girls who think that they can only go as far as their circumstances. I want them to see that there's so much more to life. Um, I grew up in a fatherless home. I grew up on Section 8. I grew up on food stamps. I grew up on coming home and the lights were out or there's no cable. There's no heat. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing to eat. And I gotta look out for my little siblings until my mom gets home. Things weren't always good. You get what I'm saying? And I found myself as a little girl. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's the alcohol for real. Cause I'm feeling
No,
like I don't want to cry, but I literally
I
just
feel like I'm feeling
yeah.
it. I'm eating
I
up and I
literally
ain't
was
even
just I
drinking.
I literally was just telling my boyfriend this. I was like, it's so many girls that probably look like me and think they're too dark or they're too chunky or their hair isn't the right texture or their eyes or lips aren't right or they don't come from a good lifestyle or good background and they think that nothing is possible. I got myself out of circumstances that I was in. I'm the first person in my family to graduate college. um I did everything. I got a job early. Nobody I had my first job at 14. I got cut off financially at 15. So I was paying my own bills and everything as a teenager. Also while going to school and working at McDonald's and still being known for knowing how to dress with a very small income. You get what I'm saying? I'm making $8.25 an hour. That's what minimum wage was, and that was on the higher end because I was in the suburbs of McDonald's. Um,
Mm.
but I want little girls to know like it's possible. Like I just finally got a job that is in the field that I wanted to be in, and the pay is good. And now I can see a life that I thought was going to be impossible to get. You get what I'm saying? I got a better life coming from me and my kids. You get what I'm saying? And a man is going to love you. But that's not the end all be all. I'm just saying that because I do have a good man now, but that wasn't my main focus. It just happened that way. You get what I'm saying? I want creatives to know like what you're in right now, whatever circumstance you're in right now, it is not the end of the world. It's not going to is it doesn't mean what you want for yourself is impossible unless you're dead. And if you're still breathing, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Just don't do nothing to go to jail. Cause then yeah, then it's different. I'm scared of jail, so I'll never do anything illegal where that's a possibility. I'm scared of jail. A steel toilet, don't never gotta worry about seeing me. Um, but yeah, I didn't have anybody like me to look up to as a little girl. I didn't. My mom was from paycheck to paycheck. My mom was trying to survive. My mom was in survival mode. So she didn't have time to be a fun parent or a supportive parent 100% of the time. As a parent myself, I've learned to give her grace in certain aspects, but um, I didn't see women being loved correctly. I didn't see women who had outlets creatively. Women who they've never met in person, literally orchestrating the whole show and a time out of their day to celebrate them. That's that might seem small to other people, but to me, we didn't have any of these things growing up. We didn't see black women loving each other casually on a Sunday, drinking and kikiing about clothes and things that they're passionate about. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I don't think things like this should be taken for granted, and I'll never take it for granted, and I'll never blow it off or think it's unimportant. I don't care if I'm getting paid or not. It's not important to me. It's just like this is a space we created for ourselves. So I just want little black girls to know that it's possible, that they're beautiful. It doesn't matter what their body looks like, their body type. There's always a space for you somewhere, and a space where you can thrive and be the best version of you. The only person I had to look up to was Braven Baxter, and you get what I'm
That's
saying? Like,
so right.
yes, like that was fuel for me. That was fuel for me, and it was like, okay, like there's a fly black girl on TV. What
Yes.
is going on? You get what I'm saying? Like, oh my
Same. Yeah.
God, the world stopped. Like, the world stopped. Like, if I see, even though she looks nothing like what she did back in the day, I would still probably break down and cry if I ever met her because I don't think she realized how pivotal that role is to black girls, like little millennial black girls like us. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I do it. I do it for the little girls. I do it for the little girl in me. I do it for the little girl in a lot of us. Um, that didn't know what we do now and what we have now is possible. You know,
Yes.
like that's why I say there's no better time than now. I
There's
could
no better time than now. We
no better time
are
than now.
our ancestors' wildest dreams.
Wildest dreams. Wildest dreams. I'm from Chicago, which means I'm a product of the Great Migration. So I come from sharecroppers. I come from slavery. I know what plantation my family came from. You get what I'm saying? So it's like from that to graduating college and finally getting my dream career and showing up and being the best version of myself and being able to express myself like this, you get what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah. Like, I want people, even older women, because I get older women that come to me and be like, oh my God, like, I love everything you're doing. Like, older women come up to me in the thrift store. I went to Vegas and somebody like for my birthday 2 years ago, and somebody recognized me in Las Vegas, and I had never been there before. Um, I got
Yes.
yeah, like I get stopped back at home and stuff like that, and like my mom, she gave me a birthday shout out on Facebook, and she had so many women like, oh my God, I follow your daughter. I didn't know that was your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's like, yeah, that's my
Yes.
little niece.
Yes. I
Um,
love that. And
yeah, just letting them
congratulations on your
know.
new job.
Thank
I did see
you.
you posted that. Is it what you went to school for or
Not necessarily, but it's in like what I do now. So it's like social media, marketing management.
okay.
So I'm working with an up and coming fitness center. Um,
Okay.
they do. It's called Legree. Um, it's like it's low intensity but high impact. If that makes sense. Like you're not putting too much physical strain on your body, but you're getting good results. So
Got it. Okay.
I'll be handling all their social media, marketing, campaigns, etc., graphic design things, all that nature. So I'm a little well versed in a lot of things. But I get to be
Yes, you
creative.
are.
Yeah, I get to be creative. I get to work around my own schedule. I know what I'm gonna get paid. I know I'll get paid every 2 weeks. I know I'll be able to pay my bills and contribute, to my livelihood, etc. So it's not impossible. Um, I was driving for Lyft. You get what I'm saying? In between my own business, I do graphic and brand design for like small up and coming businesses. But sometimes you have a slow week. Sometimes you have a slow month. But the bills still gotta be paid. So
I
I
didn't
was
know that.
driving. You get it? Yeah. So um yeah, I work with a lot of like beauty brands and like other type of businesses, primarily here and back home in Chicago. But I got like a little bit of people from everywhere. Um, but yeah, I'm a hustler. So I'm fly, when I can be, but I work hard too. I don't want that to ever be missed. So yeah, that's
That was a perfect. I don't even want to. I don't even
yeah.
want to go
Sorry,
anywhere
I'm a
else after that.
yapper.
That was just the icing on the cake, and I felt like that was just kind of like a pivotal motivation to
hmm
start the week, especially on a Sunday. So
I'm
I
glad.
just
I'm glad.
that was so powerful. Thank you so much.
Thank
I'm
you.
cutting that. That's his own clip.
Yeah,
That is his own clip. Somebody said congratulations. What a blessing. Especially making your own schedule. Time is definitely freedom.
it
Time is
is. It
definitely freedom.
is. And it's like I'm not at a place where it's like my time is my money now. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like I know what I'm putting in and I know what I'm getting out of it. So I'm
I am
excited.
sure. Yes.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for you.
I
Congratulations.
just bought me, and speaking of thrift, I just bought me like a little vintage Coach briefcase. So I'm waiting for it to come. Um,
Yes.
yeah, I'm gonna like patch it
eBay?
up and stuff. Huh?
eBay you got it from or
Smart, Poshmark.
Poshmark? Okay.
I had the lady messaged me. She put it for like $100. It's like a crocodile brown chocolate
Ooh.
embossed like briefcase. It's not vintage, I'm gonna take that back, but it is a little. It's a little older seasons. Um,
Okay.
but she listed it for like 100, and I put in an offer. I'm like, maybe she'll accept 75, and she did. And then she messaged me, and she's like, I love it so much. I hate to see it go, but she's like, I don't really use it anymore. I'm like, I promise. I'm like, I just got a new job. I just got my new MacBook. I have to be on my computer. I need something to put my computer in. I need something to be cute. So I'm like, it's gonna be in good hands. I promise. And like,
Perfect.
I got a cute little idea too. I think I'm just gonna go like on eBay and get some like vintage patches from like all the Chicago like sports teams and like put it on there.
Ah,
So it'll be like my
yes,
little
yes,
my little work bag, but a
yes.
cute little theme. I don't know,
You're
girl.
an
I gotta.
homage to homes
Yeah,
as well. I love
I get
that. I
homesick.
love that.
I get homesick so bad. So yeah, that's my little idea. But I'm excited and thank you,
I love
Sheree.
that. Congratulations. Let me get into these questions that people posted. Okay. Um. Oh, okay. I don't want to butcher her name. Is it I am Sheree?
hmm
Uh, do you style from people's closets?
mm, I don't. I typically just style myself simply because like people like the way you dress until you dress them the way you dress yourself. Um, I don't think I'm really good at dressing people the way they want to be dressed 100% because people aren't as open minded. So it can be a little frustrating because I feel like I have to tone down things so much. And it's like, just turn it up a little bit. Pull it up. No, turn it up a little notch. You know what I'm saying? You
Trust
never
me,
know. Right,
Yeah.
trust me. Like I promise you're gonna get compliments and like my best friend is the only person that kind of lets me like take it there. And she like, girl, everybody love my outfit. Everybody love my outfit. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, exactly. You know,
Trust the
I know what I'm
process.
talking about. So typically, no, I just focus on myself. But I have been told to try styling other people. So maybe in the next year or later on this year, I'll try to like, dabble in it and see how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. How do you differentiate between what you need versus what you want? It's hard for me to have tunnel vision in the thrift store. I want to buy everything
Oh,
I like, or it's neat.
oh, that's a good question. I would say, you have to have self discipline. Nobody can give that to you but yourself. Because I used to be the same way, where it'd be like,
Me
okay,
too.
yeah, this will be enough. This will be like the 100 blouse that I own, but it's cute. I don't want to leave it. Whereas, like, you have not even worn not even half of what you already have. So it really just comes. It's really just a matter of just being, self discipline for real. Like you got to be real with yourself. Do a closet audit too if you have time
Closet
to.
audits. Oh my God. The closet audits are a must. My thing is, if I haven't worn this in over a year, I'm not going to wear it this year.
I just started doing that. I just started doing that because at first I was like, well, I got it in the middle of the year. It's not the season for it yet. And it's like, girl, throw it away, donate
Trying to
it.
justify, yes.
Yeah. And I end up frustrating myself so bad because it's just taking up space. And I'm just steady looking at it and going to something else. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, like what you just said, if you ain't worn it in a year, if you can't fit it, if it no longer brings you joy, if it doesn't even fit your style now, because your style can change in a year or two. You get what I'm saying? So get rid of it. Um, and go to the thrift store and just be self-disciplined. You got to be real with yourself. You got to give you a pep talk like Sheila did in that car when she went up that mountain to save her marriage. Like, you got to sit in the car. You got to be like, okay, I'm going to help for this. I only need these amount of things. Or give yourself a limit of what you will take. And another thing, which I started doing, last thing is however much you bring in, you got to take out.
Yes.
So if you get 5 items gotta go. And it gotta match what it is. So if you get like 4 tops and a pair of shoes, you gotta get rid of a pair of shoes, you gotta get rid of 4 tops. Because that helps maintain the space that you have and you're not over bombarding yourself with more stuff and stressing yourself out because that makes getting that I was facing that issue where getting dressed was getting really hard because I'm trying so hard to maneuver through all the things that I own when it could be so simple if I just condense my wardrobe.
Yes, and I also feel like another to add on to what you were saying as well. What I do also when I'm going into the thrift store, let's just say I am going in there specifically looking for a top. I think a lot of people also sometimes are afraid to try things on while they're in the thrift store. And like, let's just say for instance, you have a pair of jeans. Like, you
Mhm.
got some jeans already. Try to find some jeans in the thrift store you're not going to buy to kind of pair with it and create the look while you're there before you even
Yeah,
buy it.
that's important
I've done
too.
that as well.
Yeah, that's a great tip. And I often find too, one of my things that I find that I do is like I generally like put together looks in the thrift store and it's like I'll take the whole look home. Like I style it in the thrift store and I'm like, okay, this
Hmm.
is one look. Or if you know what, when I go to the thrift store, I'll find one piece and then all the pieces I get from that point on are interchangeable with that one piece that I
With
got.
that one piece,
Yeah,
exactly.
and then they become interchangeable with each other. You get what I'm saying? And then I kind of have like a cohesive little mini capsule wardrobe that I've already made at the thrift store. So then it's like, okay, I got possibilities when I get home. You get what I'm saying? I got things I know I could put together. But also, okay, I brought this home. Now I got to get rid of some things. I have to be
Yes.
real with myself. I got to be real with myself because I'm not living by myself. I'm not Carrie Bradshaw. As much as that seems like a great lifestyle, I do have to share a home. I
Yes,
have to share. I gotta share a closet with my man. I gotta share space with him. And he's
that
like,
part.
he's telling me like, yeah. stop shopping. Okay, we got a pack. We got things we got to get rid of. So yeah, yeah, it's real.
Yes. So true. Okay. And hi, China. What's the name of the Houston thrift store that has 50 cent days that you go to? You go to one that has 50 cent days?
Yeah, so it's Family Thrift Outlet. Now, when you Google it, they're gonna show outlets and then it's gonna show centers. Don't go to the centers, you gotta go to the outlets. And the way it works is Thursday is their highest day. So Thursday everything is 250 if I'm not mistaken. And then it goes down a quarter. And then sometimes it like jumps like 50 cents. So um
Hmm.
yeah, but on
I need to
50
make a trip to Houston.
Girl, yes. On 50 cent days, those are Tuesdays. So go on Tuesdays. I always tell people go on Tuesdays when it's not too compact and you really get a lot of bang for your buck because there's still so much to go through. Or go on Thursday when they have refreshed the whole store. Now it could be a little crowded, but it's worth it. You gonna find some good stuff on like the refresh days. So Thursdays and Tuesdays for sure. And it's called Family Thrift Outlet, not Center, because they got two like franchises. So make sure it says
Right.
outlet when you go. And I think it's one, two, three, four, five. It's about five or six outlets here in Houston. So you got options. You got options when you go.
We gotta plan a thrift day.
We do.
I'm coming to
Come
Houston just
on.
to go
Cause where
thrifting.
are you? Where do you stay? Where do you live?
I'm in Miami.
Wow. Are you like born and raised there?
No, so I'm originally from Philadelphia, but I moved here 10 years ago.
Wow, it'll be 10 years for me this year too. That's
Yes.
crazy. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 33.
Okay, I'll be 32 this year, so we're around the same age. That's
Yes,
so cool.
yes.
How's Miami?
I love it here.
You do?
The
Okay,
thrifting is
that's
really good. I've also noticed and learned, like, I want to start taking my talents and going up north more, like West
okay.
Palm. They have
Okay,
some really good. They have some really really good thrift stores,
really? Yeah,
like good
yeah.
gems, like finding good stuff too, like designer pieces, like hidden
Mhm,
gems, like.
mhm. And they're not they let go easily. I feel like there, so I feel like it'll be way easier to find good stuff because people here hoard so bad. Um,
Yeah.
it's really like slim picking sometimes. Uh,
But
but
it
wow,
depends on your eye. It depends
it
on your
does.
eye.
And like yeah, we've discussed that. So yeah, it definitely does because I can find at least one good piece when I go to the thrift store. And I also had to get rid of the thought where it's like I have to leave with something every time. Because even though it's good, it might not suit me or my wardrobe at the time. I might not need it. It might be something that I have enough of and I put it back. And I know it can be tough, but I had to like be real with myself where it's like, it doesn't mean it's a failed trip if you leave empty handed. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes just get the fact that you in there looking through stuff is enough. That does enough dopamine for me. So
And sometimes I have to compose myself where in my head it's like it also means I don't need to leave here with something. Like sometimes I just
mhm.
be like girl, you don't need this shirt. Like
Yeah,
like
yeah. You just want it. You just want it because you don't want to seem like a failure or what have you. Girl, put it back. Yeah,
put it
I've
back.
had to tell myself that plenty of times. Plenty of times. Yeah.
It's all about
Mm.
that discipline.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you feel like you stand out more in Miami because of being a thrifter or just being more
I
stylish? Like,
I think I stand out honestly wherever I go.
mm,
Not to toot my own horn,
no,
but
but that's true. Cause I,
I
I feel like this.
definitely
I feel the
think.
same way. I feel the same way by myself. So I get it for
And I
sure.
was going to ask you, like, how is the fashion scene in Houston? Because I feel like for me, like Miami, it's like a lot of people. I think also because I come from up north. Like a
Hmm.
lot of people, they consider like Philly similar to like New York. It's very fast. Like
Yeah,
we create trends. Like
that's
we
what, and
we
that's
set
and that's what I was
trends.
gonna say. The
That's
South is
just how it is.
The South is always behind. The
The
South is
South is always behind. They're always, I feel like the stuff that they wear is either just very late and laid back, or
mm-hmm.
it's like because we are in Miami and it's like rich, like you get the people that's just designer down.
Yeah,
But going back to what we spoke about earlier, you can have taste, and let's
yeah,
just say taste is expensive stuff, but that
mm-hmm.
doesn't mean you know how to dress. You don't know how to
Exactly.
style it. Like just
Yeah,
because you have designer from head to toe on, you can still look crazy. And I
yeah,
think one, because I'm a designer, so a lot of my pieces I'm
mm-hmm.
making myself.
Yeah,
And also, if I thrift it, again, I might cut it up or I might adjust it or alter it or
mm-hmm.
something like that. Like, I'm always having something unique. So even
Yeah,
if it's an all black party, and I have a black dress on, nobody's gonna have my dress on. Like,
mm-hmm.
and I love that about
Yeah.
me.
And I think that's what I said earlier too, is like knowing nobody else is gonna have the same thing as you. Cause I used to design clothes too. And like that was
You
my
live so
thing.
many different lives.
Like I presented when I was in college, I presented at Midwest Fashion Week. So that was cool. I did like a little mini collection. So I'm not new to none of that. So it's like, and I went to school for fashion. So when I'm like talking about certain things and I'm giving tips, like I promise I know what I'm talking about. Like,
I
like
can tell.
I try to explain that to people. Like I had to study the history of things. I had to see how fabrics worked with certain chemicals, etc. I had to know where garments originate from and why they complement certain body types, and what appeals to the masses and stuff, and how it's perceived. So all those things. But back to like you saying, like standing out, and not even like in a cocky way or mean, arrogant way, but it's just like, yeah, I don't want to wear what all the girls are wearing. You get what I'm
Not at
saying? Like,
all.
and the fashion scene here is very copy paste. It's very, um, modern drug dealer fly. If I'm being honest, um, designer head to toe, but not styled well.
Yes, it's
Um,
kind of, again, like you just said, copy and paste. It's like, did you
yeah.
literally just put on what the mannequin had on, and you
Literally,
just
and I feel like that's exactly what it is. I feel like it's either what the mannequin have or what their favorite rapper or baddie or Instagram influencer is wearing. Like that's what they do, and it's like
hmm
like I don't look at people and think I want to do exactly that.
ever.
That's not what I'm thinking when I see something that I like that somebody else did. It's just like, okay, I like this one little piece. I want to style it a different way. You know what I'm saying? Because although I love the way other people dress, there's always something in my head I would have did differently. You know what I'm saying?
Whether it's a
Not that
shoe, a hairstyle, it all like
exactly.
switch it up.
Yeah, there's
People literally
always
be copying and pasting down to the bust down
to
wig.
the
It's
buzz
like,
down. Yeah, and that's why I'm just like the burgundy thing where everybody was wearing burgundy and with the burgundy tights and it's like, ah, y'all not tired? Y'all don't think everybody done seen enough of it? Or even like the creative direction moves, like everybody was doing a little spotlight, little birthday shoot. And it's just like I don't want that. Like I have a concept for my birthday this year, and I was telling my boyfriend of it, and I had one for turning 31, but like it was too much going on. But I wanted to do like an Area 31, like an alien type of thing. I wanted to
mm,
like I wanted to paint my skin like all green, get like some cool contacts, and then just like look super fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
literally.
that was my thing. But I was like, okay, I'm turning 32. What can I do? And I think I'm gonna do because I'm a millennial, so I want to do 32 flavors because I got 32
Mm.
flavors of that. So
I
I
was
was
singing
like,
it in my head.
let me dress up as like every major fruit. So I'm gonna do like an orange, a grape,
mm.
like the colors of the rainbow, basically, and then like edit it where I'm like all in like it's five of me in one picture. You get what I'm
I
saying? Something
love
like
that.
that.
I
So
love that.
yeah, like 32 flavors of
Do
me,
it.
happy.
See, my
Yeah, so
problem is I have these kind of ideas, and it's like I'm talking about it now, and my birthday's in September, and then it's like I wait till like August, and then it's like,
yeah,
wait, I didn't do it, and then it's
yeah,
like it's too late, and I can't do it. Like, do it now, and that's
right.
that's
Because it's like,
that's
yeah,
my thing.
my birthday is coming up. My birthday is in May, So I
Okay.
have yeah, I'm
Are
a
you a
Gemini.
Taurus?
Gemini.
Gemini? Okay.
I'm a Gemini. You're a what?
I Virgo.
Virgo. Okay. I don't know many Virgos to have much of like a heart, like not in a bad way. I just don't know too many Virgos. You're nice though, so I guess I like Virgos. Yeah, as long as you're not a Cancer or an Aquarius, because I'm just worn out, girl.
You worn out? My
Worn
bestie
out.
is a Cancer. Love her.
My son is an Aquarius. My mom is an Aquarius. My best friend is an Aquarius, and they all have very similar traits. And I just you gotta take them in bits and pieces. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta take them in bits and pieces. Yeah, but I'm a Gemini, so it's like I'm used to everybody like wanting to hate me, but they can't. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, yeah, I bring the party here. What are we talking about?
What are
Like,
we talking about? I get it.
yeah,
I get
I'm a
it.
vibe. Me and my multiple personalities. Like, I'm having a good time here.
We a
Yeah.
Libra. Oh, Libra. Okay, okay. No, but I feel like I can't. I'm not one of those people that judge people by their signs. I
Hmm.
do know certain traits come with certain signs, but I also
Hmm.
feel like it's the person because it also goes by. I don't get into the whole astrology thing, but like your
Yeah.
rising, your moon, like all of that also intertwines with
Hmm.
everything as well.
I don't
So
know much about all that too. I just know I'm a Gemini. I can't tell you my rising, my moon, my nothing. What did she say? She said, and you created that melanin shirt. I did. Okay, so fun fact about me. Since it's Women's History Month and post Black History Month, I created a t-shirt that is one of the most popular t-shirts in the world. And nobody knows. And it's a t-shirt that says melanin, but you've seen it, I'm sure. If you Google it and you put in melanin t-shirt, you'll see it. But it says like melanin at the top, and then it has like different shades of brown, like bars.
that sounds familiar. Let me see.
Just Google in melanin shirt, and I promise it'll be the first thing that pops up.
So how did that come about? Like, tell me. Let's end with that little story.
Okay, I'll make it quick. So, I was in college and I was at Walmart and they had like some little Wranglers
Is it like
button
this?
ups. Yep. So
This
like
one?
yeah, that's the one. So that's like a redesign. Like I created the like original design and it's basically been redesigned hundreds of thousands of times before. And nobody knows. I'm probably gonna put it on TikTok one day. But
Do it this month for
I was
women.
gonna do it this month. I was gonna do it last month for Black History Month, but then I was just
And I
like,
gotta
oh
follow you on TikTok.
yeah, I'm gonna do it this month. You're right. I'm gonna do it this month. So yeah, I made the shirt. I had just had my first son in 2017, and I had to quit my job because like they wasn't paying me enough. Excuse me, and the money that I would have been making, I would have just been putting it towards childcare. So I basically would have been paying somebody else to raise my kids. So I'm just like, okay, I'll stay home. But at the same time, I want to make money. So I had a friend reach out to me and was like, hey, can you design me a logo? Because I'm really good at Photoshop, self-taught. When MySpace was a thing, I used to make money making MySpace pages for people. So
Yes.
yeah, hustler, babe, hustler. So I did that, and that picked up. And then I was like, maybe I should do T-shirts. And like, I'm like, okay, people are black and proud, as am I. Let's make some like different melanin themed T-shirts. And I made a T-shirt, and it said melanin, really simple, but it had different color bars to match the words. And it didn't even sell that much. It didn't sell that much, but I did put it in like a black art page on Facebook, and like it got a lot of traction. And then next thing I know, like a year later, I'm seeing it like everywhere. Like people are buying, like people are wearing the t-shirt in that design, but it's just designed a little bit differently. The font may be a little different. The browns
Mm-hmm.
are a little different, but I'm just like, that's my design. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not dumb. You get what I'm saying? Like,
It
that's my
was
design.
me.
Yeah, I'm like, that's my design. And people are like, people who make their own t-shirts and have their own little t-shirt companies and stuff like that. They're selling it. It's on eBay. It's on Shein. It's on everywhere. And I'm like, I'm the creator of that. So one of the biggest t-shirts ever as it relates to being black and proud, I'm the creator.
I'm the
So
creator. And
yeah.
literally, the picture I just showed you came from Timu.
Mm-hmm. So and you've seen that T-shirt plenty of times. It's been made into tumblers, keychains, everything. So yeah,
I've
that's a little
definitely
fun.
seen it.
That's a little fun fact about me. I'm a little. I contributed.
Listen, you're that
I
girl.
Yeah, I
You're
contributed
that
to Black.
girl. And that's just what it is. And it was a pleasure to have you
It was a
on
pleasure being
my third
here.
episode of
I
Outfits and
love
Cocktails.
this. This is so amazing. Like, thank you for having me. It literally is an honor to be here for sure. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just enjoyed this whole segment, everything that we've done today. This was so much fun. This literally just
Same.
Yeah, this literally just, capped off my weekend. I'm so happy.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
thank
Thank
you.
you. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you.
Of
Is there anything else
course.
you want to say?
Um,
Or maybe I shouldn't because you.
yeah, because exactly, and I take no offense to it. I talk too much.
No, but
I
I
talk too
appreciate
much.
you and thank you everybody for tuning in. If you
Thank
tuned in a little
you.
late, I will actually be posting this right after the
Hmm.
live, and then I also will be posting this on my YouTube as well. So if you wanted to recap everything, definitely it will be on my Style Vault page and also on YouTube. Again, thank you so much, China, for
Thank you for
joining us
having me.
today.
Of
And
course.
yes, I guess we can sign off with style.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.